Hey guys, it's Dawn here, and Crookshanks. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at him right now. Today I want to talk about the Pidzoom wrist sliders. All right, these are the ones that are actually on my, these are the production ones. These are the ones that are actually out on the market right now. It's $30 for a pair, and this was a test one. I was part of the team to test them out and give feedback, and I will say that they're really good about listening to feedback. One of the things that I really didn't want to let up on was that I needed it to be able to hold a selfie stick, because you guys know me, I'm over here riding with the selfie stick. That's my main way of making my videos. But not just that, but it's like I really felt handicapped when I was using other type of wrist guards, wrist sliders, where like I couldn't just roll up to something and like grab onto a pole or something. Instead of dismounting, because I don't like dismounting, I don't like mounting. So I just want to like grab onto something. But every time I try to grab onto something, then the if the wrist guard was too huge, I couldn't grab on. I would just like bounce off of it. So it was awful, right? So basically, I mean, just very simple. I want to be able to use my hands. I was like, I love the functionality of my hands. So yeah, I want to be able to use my hands. So they kept redesigning it until they made that happen. And so I love that. This is designed and created by Lem Ung, and he is a racer, motorcycle racer, and I don't know, he does also, he's like amazing. I can't even go into everything that he does, but he is like super intelligent, super like everything, okay? And he's awesome. And he created these, and it's so funny. It's so funny because if you look at one of my earliest videos from when I was making videos about gear for EUC, right? And what I was trying to design and, well, figure out what was the best gear for my needs in EUC. And one of my videos is about hand protection. And then in that video, I go over all the different types of hand protection you can have. And I said then, I was like, look, the best type of hand protection is motorcycle full gauntlet gloves. So you need to have that. But I can see where wrist sliders are really good to have as well, but they are incompatible. So the ideal thing would be to have motorcycle full gauntlet gloves with wrist sliders, and with additional wrist sliders that you can put on, because there are some motorcycle gloves that come with built-in little wrist sliders things, but they are very, very minor. And these ones actually do have them. And those were the ones that I ended up recommending to everyone. And they worked okay, but I wouldn't call them actual full-blown wrist sliders or wrist guards like these are, or like other dedicated ones are, okay? So, what is the benefit of these ones over others? One, you can get the best hand protection. Now, anyone that has actually ever fallen and scraped up their fingers and their hand can tell you that it is miserable. It is horrible. Your hands are valuable. Cannot stress enough the importance of your hands, okay? So yeah, protect them. And any decent, good gloves will protect your hands, and not just from road rash, but also from impact protection. And so, meaning it can help prevent a broken bone in your fingers, breaking fingers. And how is that? It's because impact forces will hit the leather, spread across the leather before going deeper into the leather and into your fingers and your hand. How is that? Have you ever, okay, if you just stand and say, okay, punch my arm, someone punches your arm, you can feel that impact, right? Now put on a leather jacket and then say, punch my arm. Same way. When they punch it, what do you feel? You can actually feel the punch, the impact forces of the punch spread out across your leathers. And what you actually feel is a lot less reduced. I mean, it is fact. And this is the beauty of wearing full leathers. This is the beauty of gear and all that stuff. And this is why full gauntlet gloves. Now, what does full gauntlet means? Full gauntlet is it has this portion. So it's like a gauntlet. It comes all the way past down here. So that's full gauntlet. And then what other features they have? They have features to get the leather off of the ground. And these are your knuckle protectors. And I've already shown in previous videos where that has saved me. Then you have, of course, the extra protection, you know, all in the palm and stuff like that. The reason why they don't have so much protection on the palm is because for motorcycle riding, you have to work the throttle, the clutch, the brake, things like that. So you need to be able to feel all of those things in here, which is also why they can't put a heavy-duty wrist guard on there, because you won't be able to grip the handlebars and work all that stuff properly with this in place, right? So, anyways, so we've modified this now, the best hand protection you can get, and then adding the wrist sliders to it is the utmost in protection. Now, I've added one more thing to it. Wait, but before I get to that, let's take a closer look at this. Now, when you get this, the earlier ones, when they first sent it out, they sent out straps that were too, Crookshanks is just totally just chilling here. I kind of want to get him in the shot. Let's do that. Oh no, Peaches is coming too. Peaches! There's no room for you on my lap. My lap is not that big. All right, so anyways, I have crash tested these. They slide beautifully. It didn't take that much off. And so this is still good for more. The problem with buying gloves that have built-in wrist guards is in one crash, you can just ruin the whole thing. You can ruin the gloves, you can ruin the wrist sliders, although it's pretty hard to go all the way through wrist sliders. Even the cheapest or free wrist sliders can take a ton of abuse before they're out of commission, right? But gloves are... the leather you tear open to the, make a hole and stuff, then that's pretty much done for. So having these separate really does help, because that way, if you ruin the gloves, you can just replace the gloves. If you ruin the sliders, you can just replace the sliders. And so it's not all tied into one. And that does make it a lot more affordable. The other advantage is that you can, if you want, just buy one pair of these and move them across all your different types of gloves. I have these gloves. I have winter gloves. Ow, ow, ow. Don't use your claws on me. I have, it's like whatever. You can have one and move it across different gloves. You don't have to sacrifice and choose between the best protection or the best wrist guards. Also, I have tried other combo ones, and the fit isn't quite perfect. So I can go and find gloves that are a perfect fit for me, and any much bigger selection, and then just add this to any glove. So the first versions of these came with straps that were too short. They have corrected that now, and ow, 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 ow. Don't use your claws. Okay, do I need to pet you? Sorry. So now they come with straps that are the proper length. Let's see. The shape of them and everything is made so that it will give you perfect protection. Now mine, I added one more thing to it, and it's gonna look ugly. So brace yourself and do not get on my case about this, because you know me, I'm I'm all about functionality over beauty. I don't know what the saying is, but you know, it's something like that. Crickshanks, you really need to smile more. You look mean. So what I did, it's not fancy, but it's very effective. One of the complaints that I have with this, and it's just the nature of the beast, is that these do move around. And for me to have a grip, I don't have a selfie stick here, but for me to have a grip, ow, oh my gosh, this video is going to be horrible. For me to have a grip, I need to have this space here clear. When I have this space here clear, that's when I can grip a selfie stick. So I need this pushed down as far down as possible. And so basically what I did was I put my glove on, and this is as easy as it is to put on my gloves, right? Meaning I don't have to put on my gloves and then struggle to put on separate ones. This stays on here all the time now. So I put on my gloves, and then you can see now I can make a fist, and I can hold I hold my own hand. I can hold my hand because this is far down. So I wanted to stay in this position. And the other thing is I've added even more shock absorption in here. And how I did that is in the most ghetto way possible. I injected, let's see, hot glue. I use my hot glue gun for almost everything. So I stuck the hot glue gun in there, and I just filled, because as you can see here, there is a space. There's kind of a spacey space, you know, in there. So I just stick in there, and then I just squirt the hot glue. Squirt it all in there, kind of smooth it out. It's all messy, but it's okay. And now, what have I done? Oh, okay, go. You want to go? Then go. Please, go. You want to go? Are you going to stay here? Here, come on. Oh my gosh, you're growling. Who do you see? Don't kill me. Why are you growling? Don't growl. Don't be mad. This cat scares me. I can't think. Okay, stop growling. He's totally growling. Are you mad at me? Do you see somebody? He's been chasing everybody away from my property. He's claimed me. I belong to this cat now. And he gives everybody this dirty eye to, you know, any of these cats that come around wanting to live here and stuff. He's like, no, and he growls at him and he fights them hard. Anyways, what was I saying? Hot glue is actually, oh, it's Peaches over there. Hot glue is actually very squishy but still firm, but still, you get the idea, right? Having this other cush layer really absorbs. Oh my gosh, there is another cat. Who's that cat? Go get him! Go get him! Go kill him! He's not doing his job. And so the hot glue, I mean, it sounds horrible, right? It sounds so ghetto, but it works. Okay, you don't have to be so low now. Let's come up a little higher. But it works. And I don't know, so it does two things. It keeps this totally in place now, and it has impact absorption, and it's super comfy, because what I do is I actually do it with the glove on, and then I squeeze this down and I pull this down as far down as possible to where I'm like, okay, this is good. And then I hold it in that position, and then I squirt the glue all in there, and I keep holding it as it's dry. And I actually press my palm inside up against the glue to make, and I make it form and mold to my hand. So it is so comfy now. It's like, so now when this hits, it has, the impact forces has to go through this outer layer, this shock absorption inner layer, and then this whole layer of hot glue, and then my leathers, and then to my skin. It's like I actually have fallen on my hand like this now, and it's like nothing. So first off, the first way that this helps you is when you fall on it, instead of falling and staying like that and all the impact forces goes right up your hand, right? Instead of that, as soon as this hits the ground, it slides. And so those forces, instead of going up into your hand, it slides off, because motion is energy, and that energy is from the impact forces. That is the first method of how it protects you. Then any remaining forces goes up into your hand. Well, this doesn't work so well when you're riding in dirt. In dirt, or grass or anything like that, where there's not a lot of slide going on and a lot more stop, yeah, that can be a problem. So impact absorption is also really important, and I just found that that is a very easy, quick little tip to help with it. Let's see, what else can I say about this? It saves you money, because if all you did was ruin the slider, you don't have to toss the whole glove out. You can just toss the slider, one slider, whatever, and then put a new slider on, and then you're good to go, right? So it saves on costs in the long run. It is very, very good design, and it's very good material, and it's perfect. It is like perfect in every way. Go onto the Pidzoom site. I'll leave a link in the description for my affiliate link and code and whatever. You'll get 5% off, I think. So use that to get these. But these are my top recommendations. Now, you might ask, what about the flex meter? Flex meters are not so much wrist guards or sliders, or they are kind of, but they are mainly wrist braces. They brace so that it can't flex. Flex meters so that you can't flex. But what happens is that instead of the flex happening at your wrist, you look to where the flex stops. And I have heard of, if the impact forces are strong enough because of braces like this, instead of flexing here at your wrist, it won't do that, but it will do this and get you on your forearm and stuff like that. And I have heard of that being a problem, but I don't know. For me, the flex meters are not a good option because they usually interfere with my elbow guards, and my elbow guards are very important, and they're very, very restrictive. And once again, I want to be able to use my hands. I want to be able to use my wrists. I want to be able to hold things. I want to, be able to live comfortably while riding. So when I have it set up like this, very easy. It's all one unit now. I can take it on and off. Even with the hot glue, it is not an issue to take it off. I literally have just taken this like this and just yanked it off. I have also, if you want to maintain the feature where you just are, you can take this off and on, then after you do this, you can do the glue procedure while putting a piece of wax paper or parchment paper over this part so it doesn't stick to this part. Go ahead and do everything like I said before, glue it on and hold it in place and let the glue mold, and then very easily, because nothing will stick to wax and parchment paper, right? Then you can just take this off and the molded part of the hot glue will be there, and it will be there and ready for when you put this back on again, like that. So there is that. Let's see, what else is there to say? I don't know. If there's any questions, let me know. But I have been recommending these from the very beginning, even in the test phases of it, because the idea of this is just perfect. And Liam was the best person to invent this and get this out there. Pidzoom did a great job at like getting this out, and they've been really professional. I've been really impressed with Pidzoom as a company. And so, yeah, that's why I now have Pidzoom on my on my stickers up there, and that sticker says Pidzoomed. I've been Pidzoomed. So yeah, I love these. These are like a must-have for me always. They will always be in my arsenal now. So let me know if there are any questions. I can't think of. I know that when you go to their website, go ahead and read all of the comments. They go into all the depths about why these are the best. And I don't know, there's a huge list of it, and I can't think of anything right now other than they're the best. And I totally recommend. They do everything that they're supposed to do. And I have been looking at all of the other options all this whole time I've been EUCing, and these are the best. So I don't know, if you guys really need me to break it down why it's best and stuff, I can sit down and really force myself to make a list. I don't know why I can't in my head right now. I'm usually pretty good at talking, but I was more talking about how I got these just another little tweak to make it just more perfect for me. So anyways, I hope you get them. I hope that they work for you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for joining me today, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.